So I hear Tom Blowchow's in trouble.
Tom.
What's his name? Blowchow?
Blowchow. Brocow.
Blowchow.
You're going real Asian on us today.
I have called him Tom Blowchow for
really?
for 25 years.
Oh, Tom.
I can't even. Tom Brokaw.
My Upchuck boy.
I mean, a good friend of Walter Crunch.
Upchuck, right, Upchuck, just like Upchuck Todd.
Upchuck Todd.
Yeah, Tom Blowchow. That's my Tom. All right, we are now in a segment called Rick's Picks. No, we're looking at. No,
Yeah, we got the NRA book here. We're going through the
Don't
new
tell
NRA
people.
kit. Huh?
Is that
They could stop.
Is that an advert?
They could boycott us.
Is that an advert?
We're trying to see if we really would like to subscribe. We're doing our research here.
I'm your host, BKP. We're back. We're at Circuit World and Blue Ridge. The sun is shining in Blue Ridge. Come up and visit us today.
It's a nice day today.
It's going to be beautiful, beautiful weekend. I want to thank Circuit World for always opening their home. It looks like a home. You know, we're coming on this direction. We always go the other direction. We film in the mornings.
Are we on the left side of the aisle, technically, if we're walking out?
Yeah, but if you're walking in, you're on the right.
Yeah. Do we want to be on the left side of the aisle?
No, listen, this is just a little show note. There's always things that you want to be careful so you get asked to come back. Don't say left side of the aisle.
I got you.
We don't say left side of the aisle. Put that in a mental note.
Okay.
We are not on the left side of the aisle, folks. Rick apologizes for that little. Anyhow, usually we see all the TVs and everything, and there's bedroom suits here. We want to come from this angle to show you the bedroom suits. Drawers, dressers,
Suits.
What are they? I don't know what they are.
You know, that's a Southern thing.
What?
You know, it's spelled S-U-I-T-E. From the north, we call that a suite. Not an S-W-E-E-T.
Get your phone back out. There's another note you want to make that you may want to come back. There's another note you want to make. You want to come back?
Now, the people from the south, they say suit, bedroom suit, and I understand that. I'm giving you that.
You kind of threw me, though.
Yeah.
Analyze this.
Oh, come on, Shell.
Okay, be careful with the inside jokes. And we're back here with Rhinestone and Burlap, a.k.a. Rick and Bruce. Look, I want to let you guys know, next Wednesday, Natalie and I, Natalie and myself, we will be on the Casey Cagle for Governor campaign bus. We'll be starting over at Clarksville. I think it is next Wednesday morning. Way over there we'll be starting. There's 5 campaign stops. We'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning, end at 5 o'clock down in Jasper at Appalachian Gun and Pawn, and all the stops in between. But we will be doing a day with the candidate and bringing to you Facebook Live, Twitter feeds, everything. We're going to do interviews with the candidate, but we're going to bring to you what it's like to spend a day with the candidate for Georgia, Casey Cagle. That's next Wednesday. And on Wednesday morning, these two nice guys will be there. Rhinestone and Burlap, a.k.a. Rick and Bruce.
2 nice guys.
Nice guys.
Couple of nice guys.
Couple of nice guys.
That's a pretty good coup for you to get the Cagle gig.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, that's big time. He's the leading candidate, the gubernatorial candidate, right?
Yeah, he is. He is leading in the polls.
And he asked you to come with him, and
I will tell you this: 30 days is an eternity in politics. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's an eternity. I know, obviously, yeah. They asked us if we would like to spend a day on the campaign trail. I will say to the audience, I said yes, as long as there's no, you know, you know me, I don't play by the rules. Don't send rules.
You think?
Yeah. They said, yeah, we knew that when we invited you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So, yeah.
So the campaign manager's not going to get you in the back and you go, this is what you got to say. He will try, right?
No, he won't try.
No,
he won't
knows.
try.
That was
no, that's it. But our let's just say what we're wanting to achieve is just what it's like to be on the campaign trail for a day. Okay. I will tell you this. Maybe I should. Yeah, I am going to say it. I told his campaign manager. That's what I told him.
I already know what's coming.
I said, the first time you call me Campaign Carl, you've had it.
That's right.
You call me Campaign Carl.
There's a guy.
He laughed real. But no. All we're doing today is, next Wednesday is just a report on the camp. And I am going to get It's going to be Facebook Live. I am going to get one-on-one time when we're on the bus with Casey Cagle. And, you know, he says he's open to
Natalie's
live
going
interview.
with you?
Natalie's going. Natalie, our Fannin County reporter, she's going to be with us so she can type on the computer, take pictures, hold the camera when we're doing Facebook Live. And also what we're going to do is when we get out at the and we have been offered by other campaigns to do the same thing, and we're not opposed to that. But what we're going to do is when we get out at stops, Natalie and myself are going to go out and actually talk to people that are there. Like, why do you support this candidate, or what are your biggest issues? So everywhere across rural North Georgia that day, we're going to talk to people everywhere we get off the bus.
Are you going to have pictures of Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan and ask, you know, who they are?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You could do that. This is BKP's world.
I like that. Okay. Yes. All right. Moving right along. But that'll be next Wednesday. Now,
You going to call in?
I don't know. What part of moving right along? You're having a tough day,
we're
are
trying
you?
to do some show prep here, and we're trying to figure out,
Yeah.
you know, our sequences.
See if we could, like, you know, slot in a little live clip from you on the road. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Easy. Yeah, we can. Okay, Natalie and myself, we will have to coordinate it, and then what we'll have to do is at the time make sure we have we're at a good place,
Signal.
and two, that we have really good Wi-Fi. And if that will all connect, like
You're not going to bring the satellite truck?
no, not
The
satellite.
FYN satellite
You think
truck?
about it. If it works, fine. You know.
You remember the old days? Obviously, you two do. So you remember the old days, right? When you lost signal on the TV and you couldn't get it, and everything was going.
You get the rabbit ears?
Yeah, and everything
You're
was going
putting foil on?
horizontal and everything like that.
So the old man's up on the roof, twisting the aerial.
And you remember when the guy. This is only for you out there. You remember when the guy's head was like this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You didn't know why, you know. That's not the way it is with the internet. You're either connected or you're not.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so.
Well, you can get pixelated, though.
There's always a point to move on. Okay, Ronny Jackson was right. It's passive, I guess. Does he go back to being the doc down the hall?
They said he was.
Is he? Mm-hmm. So he's going to go down to drinking in his office down in the West Wing.
The Candy Man.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to go back. He's going to go back to hitting up, knocking on, going to the
Where are you going with this?
That's right.
I'm trying to get it together. No, he's going back to he's going back to the dock convention out west.
That's right.
And he's going to the 18th floor and knock on doors. Doris! Did you say his name was Doris? Sorry. Am I wrong?
Was that wrong?
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to go back
I'm
to
not part
knocking
of
on,
this.
Yeah, that's right. Focus,
knocking on hotel doors in the middle of the night, drinking, crashing cars at CIA. I mean, I'm looking at his calendar. He's like, I need to get back in there because CIA has 4 more going away parties, and I got to hit those. Keeps a bottle in the drawer 3 so he can drink in the West Wing, and if you need a pill or two, you just stop by.
No, you got it all wrong. He's working.
I got it all wrong.
That's right.
What's he doing?
He's already writing, like, you know, the next exam report for the president. Months in advance.
Do you know he had the chance? Do you realize Ronny Jackson had the chance to come out and tell the world that President Trump only had 6 months to live? He could have been a national hero to the left. They would have just, I mean, they would have had the tissues up. That's the one time Minka would have had, like, she would have cried, but her eyes would have never blinked. Anyhow, he just touched away a tear.
That's right.
Minka does not wipe away tears. She just dabs them off.
Blinks him.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I know that was wrong, but hey, we've gone that direction. So Ronny Jackson, let me frame this up. Ronny Jackson has been and will continue to be the White House physician, direct personal physician to the President of the United States. He has been in the office since George W. Bush. He was the Barack Obama's personal physician, now the White House physician. Just jump in when I'm wrong. This person basically goes in every morning, takes the blood pressure of the president, basically says every single day, how do you feel? When Air Force One takes off in the air, he is back there, and there's a whole medical, there's a medical
team.
unit in there There's a whole team, a medical unit, travels with the president, right?
Yeah.
Does he go on every trip?
Oh,
He
yeah.
does.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, he oversees everything.
Absolutely.
The MASH trip.
My understanding is he sees, maybe Trump slips away, you know, or something, but he sees the president every day.
Dana Perino gave a pretty good
Go
synopsis the other night on the 5 when she was saying, you know, you don't make fun of the fact that they call him Candyman, and they do that affectionately because these people on the trip are going through so many time zones that he literally would come around, whomever is in charge would come around and say, do you need anything to help you sleep? You've got to be fresh in the morning. Your schedule is such and such.
Right.
You know, but that's what they do. That's their job. It wasn't because he was going, hey, you want some candy, little girl?
No, even the press knows that because, you know, I was able to go through Air Force One at the Ronald Reagan Library. Okay, so we did the front to back. They showed us his office. You go back, and they showed us the whole area. What a lot of people don't understand, there's a whole entire private area for press. And sometimes you'll say, well, that's when you see the president came back and mingled with the press corps and stuck his head through the door.
Yeah.
There's a whole entire area for press. I mean, seats, what, 30, 40 people, whatever it may be. There's a whole entire area for staff. There's a medical facility on the plane. So what they're saying, and you're 100% right, Dana Perino, everybody's saying, even the press, that when you're doing these international flights, he walks up and down through there and says, you know, when we get to Hong Kong, it's going to be so-and-so, and if you don't sleep, you know, you need to
be walking around like
you're
a
not gonna be
zombie.
good. Yeah.
So it wasn't unusual to give them a sleep aid, and then it wasn't unusual to try to bring them out of it so they'd be more alert.
Yep.
Correct?
Absolutely.
And this Democrat senator from Montana,
John Lester.
Tester.
Tester, excuse
what
me.
a disgrace.
I'm telling you. It was just, I can't believe that he...
We know for 8 years with Barack Obama, come on, you're not going to realize he's drinking on the job? You know,
Yeah, and Bush before that.
Where is the document on his personnel file where Obama called him and said, look,
Yeah, you're a
let's
loser.
talk about the drinking on the job.
Yeah, right.
Come on. I mean, and, you know, the staff says they're stopping by and you're writing prescriptions. And, you know, I got three of my younger ones are opiate addicted now. And where is that? It's not anywhere.
It's just all fake news. I mean, it's like Harry Reid going to the Senate floor and going, you know, someone told me that Mitt Romney cheated on his taxes. And all of a sudden it becomes gospel. That's the same thing that happened with this John Tester guy.
Well, what is the budget
And
a
he
year?
had absolutely
$380
no-
million budget or something like that?
For what?
The VA.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's like 360,000 employees.
I mean, the guy seems
the
like a
same.
great guy. I'm still not convinced he was the right guy for the VA. I've said that all along. He's a great guy. But no offense to the medical profession, but I don't know if the guy has got enough background as a physician to manage that kind of an albatross.
I don't know.
So
if
he
you
doesn't know how to fill out the forms in triplicate in this bureaucracy?
Well,
I don't know if you
Come
need to be a
on.
doctor. You know, I
No.
think you just need to be a good business person to, like, you know,
I agree.
Well, let me tell you something. I could run it.
cut and burn.
Well, that's what they need to be able to do is
Yeah.
fire people.
Yeah.
They finally got that
You know
figured
what
out.
my thought is, and I could be totally wrong, or I could be 100% right. There's no happy medium. Anyhow, you know what my thought is Trump found the guy because this is the second largest agency. Let's go back. Let's just not yell "drain the swamp." That bothers me sometimes. Drain the swamp. Wait a minute. Let's put that swamp. Let's see what we got to do. It's these over bloated bureaucracy agencies that we have to go in and dismantle. We have no choice.
Yep.
Okay, so we have to do something with the Department of Education if we're talking truly draining the swamp. We have to do something with the IRS
getting
if we're
rid of
talking,
it.
right? We have. Thank you, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
We have to do something with these agencies. Okay, so the VA is the second largest agency, second largest, and I feel that what Trump was doing was saying, This is the guy. Go get me the information. All right. Now, I don't want this taken wrong. I know it's the VA, and I have veterans out there and say, well, there's 360,000, and there's this, this, and this.
Right.
And you just can't run it the way you say. What I used to do with my managers is I would say, go get me the information. I want you to go get me the information, and I want you to bring back to me what's really happening. Then I'm going to help you sort through what you got to do to solve it. As simple as that is on the small scale of what I had the opportunity to do in management, I really don't doubt that there's a possibility that Ronny Jackson was Trump's guy to go get him the information, to go into the VA and not everybody bow down to him, and it starts surfacing of what the problem is in that big 19-story building that says Veterans Administration on it.
I also think that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
No,
if
I
you know
agree.
Where I'm going.
No, I also think there was pushback internally from from VA employees, nervous.
Yes,
the unionized ones.
Yeah, nervous about their jobs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got a Trump guy coming in
What do
now,
you
and he's
think?
going
It's
to
the takedown.
cut
What
us
about
off at
Scott
the knees.
Pruitt?
Well,
Yeah. Betsy
name Scott
DeVos.
Pruitt?
Betsy DeVos.
Huh?
Betsy DeVos.
No, but Pruitt, they're trying to get rid of at the EPA.
They're trying to get rid of all of them.
Right.
you know why? It's the same reason. The internal pushback. All those EPA people have been pushing pencils forever and, justifying their salary. What can we create today?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're saying, whoa.
Hey, my thought is Ronny Jackson the right guy for the job? I'm going to say with you, I agree with you, I don't know. And I'm going to respect you. You think maybe he wasn't the right guy. Okay. But there's a side of me that says that they're saying, hey, look what happened to the EPA. And when we get done with him, we got to get rid of Betsy DeVos. And when we get done with her, we got to get rid of Ben Carson. We can't get another one in right now.
Yeah, I mean the same thing they're doing with with a lot of the nominees. They have a confirmation queue that's a year long.
Well, I will say this because
Judges.
I haven't had an opportunity to look at it. But keep in mind, when the VA secretary is let go, then you have the deputy VA secretary is now the acting secretary, right? Mm-hmm. So I haven't had an opportunity to look at who that is, and I recommend people look at that. Who's actually running the place? Because don't forget, when Comey left, McCabe was running the place.
Oh boy!
I'm just saying. All right, I don't want to run short of time because we cannot move along without this week. Man, can Melania wear that hat or what?
Holy cow!
Wow, that's a showstopper right there, wasn't it?
It was.
But the rest of the outfit was nice too.
But that hat.
Just the whole package.
Yeah. And is Ronny Jackson
I'm not
responsible for the FLOTUS?
She is just a picture of class. Like, she is just a classy lady.
Yeah.
What?
Does Ronny Jackson on these trips take care of her too?
The subject's over.
We've moved on.
They did a
We've
Just
been,
ask him.
we've been told.
They did a
Burlap.
movie about that. Guarding Tess. We'll send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we'll. No. Well, you know me.
Yes, we do.
Emmanuel Macron.
Macron.
Yeah. So Macron came over. Did you love the pictures? I think you got something.
Yeah, that's right. That's Sadie's dog here.
Yeah.
I got to be perfect.
Yeah, I gotta get you on. You're a perfect kind.
Yeah.
Will you guys hold hands?
You're
You
my
guys hold
son.
hands for a
I
little
can't
bit.
accept anything but you being perfect.
Yeah, we're not holding hands now, are we?
But that's just Donald Trump, and that's what you gotta love about the guy.
He's just so real.
Yes.
What you see is what you get.
You wonder what's he
Damn it, you
gonna?
got some dandruff on your shoulder.
I know, right?
And the media's here. We tried to trust you before it.
How do you think he's going to deal with Angela? He's with Angela.
Oh,
today.
Angela's this week. Angela said.
Angela's today.
No, Angela called and said, "Look, I know my son's been over there for a week. I'm coming next week to let you know what's really going to happen."
And did you not find it interesting that all of a sudden Rick Grinnell
got approved.
got approved as the ambassador to Germany?
Yes.
He's been on the hot
Finally.
seat forever.
Yeah.
Trump said, "I need this guy approved."
But you know what? I am that being said, Bruce, Angela's coming over. Let's flip. I do think Trump is going to pull out of the Iranian deal. And Macron even said he
Who?
thinks Macron Yeah, I'm trying to get serious here for a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Pepe Le Pew said Macron, okay.
You mean
said-
Macron?
No, he said that he thought, and this is what was shocker, that Trump would pull out based on it's a campaign promise. Well, isn't that a shocker, right? But he thinks Trump will pull out.
Yeah.
But he wants to be elevated. I don't think Angela is going to like that. He wants to be elevated to the middleman that pulls off the New Deal. He really does. Because I'm going to tell you something. I mean, let me just say this. In 1 week, okay, Kim Jong-un is wearing Donald Trump's hair, okay? You have white people, white males. You ever see the surveys?
We're trying to get serious, remember?
Yeah.
But you ever see the surveys like that they do on MSNBC and them, and they say like white males with a college degree,
Yeah.
white males without one, white males that drink beer, white males that don't drink beer,
Are there
right?
white males that drink wine?
No, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
So I want to see the poll next week of how many white males in Mississippi between the age 50 to 70 that now like French fries, like France, and has actually ordered their first Kanye rap album. Do you know? I mean, in 1 week. In 1 week, there's white guys running around in southern Mississippi. You know, I'll take another look at that Kanye.
Kanye
Yeah, I'm
guy.
gonna take another look at him.
Do you have to explain to the listeners that Kanye is not French?
No.
Okay.
But Kanye, right? And then
Monsieur Kanye.
I mean, Trump put French back in fries this week, did he not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree
No
with you.
more.
I think Macron is, sort of the idealist.
He wants
in the
to be-
Berlin,
exactly.
Paris X's, and now, the stern mother comes in and lays down the law. This is what, really is going to happen.
He's trying to make the EU relevant.
Yeah, yeah. Elevate the.
You know,
Yeah.
they stressed out. There's a couple subjects. They stressed out because I love this. This is why I love it, okay? It freaked the media out that, Donald Trump has no couth. He's couthless, okay?
Couthless Annie.
Couthless, right? So he's sitting there with Angela and he's talking. He says, "Oh, by the way, every time I look out the window, there's a German car flying around, BMW, you name it, up and down, up and down. You got American cars flying up and down the road." Oh, the media they hold their hearts every time. They're like, "I love that question, don't you?"
Yeah, that's what he did in China.
Right? Yeah. How many American cars? I don't see any flying up and down the road. You know?
Where are the Chevys? Where are
Okay,
the
Trump's
Fords?
going to pull out of the Iranian deal, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or
Yep.
no?
Yes, sir.
What happens?
Negotiate a better deal. Or
Oh, there's an or.
the Middle East goes up in flames.
I like the or. I like the or. I like the or. I was hoping for or.
Isn't Saudi Arabia have something to do with that whole thing? Aren't they
Yes,
kind of
what-
on
what-
the
Oh
back?
yeah, yeah. There's a.
What say you?
there's
Pull
a-
out of the peace deal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens?
I think the whole thing's renegotiated.
They
We're
had
back to square one.
They
I'm
had-
going to go with the or.
They had Garamendi, whatever, from California on, and he was going, "Oh, all this stuff that Iran's a sponsor of terrorism, that wasn't part of the deal. It was strictly nuclear." And I'm going, "Really?" I mean,
right.
All right, I'm going to go with the or.
okay.
Here's the or. Iran was on the edge of revolution. And basically, Obama stopped it and did not support it, right? Correct or not?
Yes. Kids dying in the street.
Yeah.
That's right.
Back in the yellow revolution.
I believe when
or green.
when Trump pulls out of the deal, the revolution
The revolt
will take,
starts again?
It'll take off, and you got a different guy in the White House.
That could be.
I'm going with the
That's a
or.
good assessment.
I'm going with the or because I don't think there's going to be a new deal. And I will tell you this. I think they come out and they yell death to America. It wasn't, they want to annihilate. But I do think Putin, I don't know if we're dealing with the same factors. You got Xi over in China. Say that 3 times fast. You got Xi over in China that tells the
China.
Yeah, I got a
Wipe his chin.
in China
That's huge.
that told the guy in North Korea to talk to the guy in South Korea, and Trump, his hair's not real, but we'll pretend it is. That will happen, but I don't know if Putin will tell Iran. That's going to be different there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had China and you have North Korea. Now with Iran, you've got Russia. To me, you agree or disagree?
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally.
I
see
know
the
we don't have
correlation.
world policy credentials and we can't talk.
No,
like,
but I mean,
what's his name on MSNBC?
Iran would not be able to be even relevant if it wasn't for Russia.
Well, will
And
Russia?
the same
will
as North
Russia?
Korea and China.
Will Russia tell Iran that Trump's not playing no games? He don't play games because I think
they know that.
I don't think China knew. I don't think China told North Korea that with Obama in the office. I don't think they told North Korea that with Bill Clinton in the office. They didn't even tell him that. I mean, even when George W. Bush almost looked bold enough to say, axis of evil,
Yeah.
North Korea, right?
But Iran, I think, has seen what he's done in North Korea, and they've seen what he's done in Syria. So I think they understand that, all this stuff where, they test with these little motorboats and all this sort of stuff. He's not going to put up with that, and they know that.
I think Iran, he pulls out of the deal, and he makes a better deal, or else. And I'm waiting
the
for
cash back.
I'm waiting for the tweet that says, "I'll knock the turban right off the top of you if you don't make a better deal." And Trump's the guy that can do it, right? Let's take a brief break, come back and do our final thoughts of the day, see if there's anything we forgot, or most of everything we forgot, and then maybe we'll have a pet of the week. Take a break.